Hi guys, welcome to another Oracle reading. I hope you guys are doing okay. And as I took out the deck from the box, I saw the Six of Air. Maybe you guys are coming into or going towards a more peaceful time in your life. You've gone through lots of difficulties, lots of pain, people doing you wrong in so many different ways. And things are coming, how can I say this? Things are getting more peaceful. Maybe emotionally in your own body, in your own life. Without having to move away, you're just kind of becoming more peaceful within yourself. And then we've got the Page of Air. Page of Air. Pages are messengers. Maybe you've been getting messages from your, intuition. Eight of Water. Maybe you've left some people in your life, a certain person. So let's shuffle this deck and see what comes out. The Ace of Earth, a new beginning, a material beginning, something regarding maybe a job. Maybe you've gotten a new job, or you want to get a new job, or you're looking into getting something new, or you started a new job, because we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is also working together. Maybe you're going to find a place where you're going to be able to work together with others. Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. There's going to be lots of communication. Maybe in the job that you're getting, communicating with different people in many different ways. There's a bunch of fiery balls, so maybe there's going to be lots of communication with a whole bunch of different people. They're going to get to know you. You're going to get to know them. This little girl on top of this panda bear looks a little like she's a little shy. You're probably a little shy going into this new job. Look at that beautiful deer. What is it called? A stag. So the Ace of Pentacles, a new financial or money opportunity, work, job, and the Eight of Wands, Hermit. Maybe you're coming out of the Hermit where you've been going within. Look at all those keys at the top where you've unlocked many different things that you didn't know, that you had to learn. Many different lessons that you've unlocked, that you've learned. The Three of Fire, the Three of Wands, and you're looking to do more with your life. You've waited for your ships to come in. Maybe your ships have come in, and you're starting to come out more. Be more intuitive. Here's the Queen of Water. Your intuition is just popping. You're just getting intuitive insights left and right. Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles. You're single and very what's that word? Independent. She looks like she is holding a plant. Things are growing in your life. Beautiful things are growing in your life. We got the High Priestess. Yeah, your intuition is speaking to you. Your spirit guides are giving you downloads left and right. You're very intuitive right now. You're listening to your you know, your heart, listening to, maybe you've been alone quite a bit, you know, so you get to hear messages that come to you either through your crown, through your crown chakra. She's got that thing right here in the top of her head. I hope this is making sense to you guys. The Chariot, you're being divinely guided. The divine is working with you very closely right now. Whatever you feel, you pay attention to it. Signs and synchronicities, look at that white horse. It's very bright, And then the black horse looks kind of down. It's not being very cocky. You're being very humble as well. You're just being quiet and just listening to God, listening to your intuition. Good things are coming to you. Maybe you have came into a good job. You're making plans. I saw the Two of Wands. And we've got Empress. You're in your Empress energy at the moment. Oh, Emperor. You're in your Emperor energy, which is good too. This is your the male side of you. We've got feminine and male. And you're just being very, what's that word? Very in control of your life at the moment. Or you're going to be. You're headed that way. Very stable. Very secure. Maybe you're going to be also, like I've seen, we've seen the Nine of Pentacles, we've seen the Ace of Pentacles, which is very good. Wealth coming to you, money. We saw the Three of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups, lots of options. You have lots of choices and you just don't know what exactly you want. You've got so many options that are ahead in your life right now that are coming to you. You've just got to pay attention, to what option is going to be best for you. Sometimes when you have lots of options, you kind of, get excited. You want to kind of do it all, and you gotta be careful what you choose to do, And then we've got the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands, stability again. It's a beautiful card. You could be dealing with a fire person, a fire sign, a fire sign, an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Or you are a Leo, Sagittarius, or what else did I say? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, King of Air. You're being very clear with your communication, very stern, very matter-of-factly, You're not dealing with any kind of, if you feel that there's some kind of bad vibes or anything like that, you're being very stern, not putting up with anything that's not fair, that's not right. You're kind of, the King of Air is not very emotional. You're not being very emotional. You're kind of using your head. You're being very, what's that word when you take control, when you're, being very masterful. Maybe that's making people be in the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Air, where they're, Or maybe it's because you've been through the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Air. You've gone through difficulties, pain, people backstabbing you. Now I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to read these from the guidebook. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so let's read the Emperor. Authority. Following the rules right now is exactly what I should be doing. People in authority come to my aid and give me good advice when I ask for it. I can have the strong confidence that this card suggests. Dealings with institutions like banks, governments, or schools are also highlighted at this time. And then the Four of Wands. The Four of Fire. A new creative phase, celebration, pleasure, and harmony in relationships. Dancers have partners. Singers have musicians, helping them create sweet music. And I find others who are in sync with me and my desires. It's a time for celebrating friendship. It's a time for celebrating friendship and all that others bring to my life. A time for revelry and relishing the pleasures of being in good company. Making magic together with others is the focus at this time. Making magic together with others is the focus at this time. And then the King of Air. Intellectual, authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion, successful negotiation, rules, and laws. Truth is everything. I think before I act. I work the universal laws with clear intention. Do I see how the foundation of the past affect the present and future? Do I see how the foundations of the past affect the present and future? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me, I'm going to read this opportunity card. It's an oracle card. Okay. Moon through pine trees, an occasional howl hoot, and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveler walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. The moon in her gossamer glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life, just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun. Symbolically, the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. That's beautiful. The sacred landscape wants you to know gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of life feels like it is ebbing and flowing. rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is a universal law. Wow, awesome. I hope y'all like that. And before I read this magical spirit oracle card, what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? And it's the moon card, duality, hidden gem, and secret power. Before I read this one, I'm going to take some of these manga, what are they called? Panther Oracle. Excuse me. And see what messages this little deck of cards has for you guys, okay? And don't take to heart these little cards as they come out. Sometimes some of them are a little, I don't know, disturbing, but just try to blind. Maybe you're blind to something. I just saw the blind card. Maybe you've been blind to see something that's right in front of you, or you're having problems with your eyesight. You've been having problems with your eyesight. Pride. Too much pride. Somebody's having too much pride in your life. They have their pride is sometimes pride can make you feel that you're better than others. Maybe somebody who's, it seems like they're trying to be better than you, or they think that you're trying to be better than them, and I don't think so. It's just the way sometimes the devil makes people think about other folks, other people. It says self-esteem, self-worth, ego. Sometimes you can just be minding your own business, doing your own thing, and people may think that you're being, egotistical, and all you're doing is taking care of your self-worth, your self-esteem. And we've got accident. Maybe some of you guys have had an accident. You've hurt yourself somehow. You fell down, Be careful. Or if you haven't, be careful. Indulgence. Maybe you've been drinking or hanging out with your friends. Or you're going to be. You're going to be having some nice days ahead, months ahead, where you're going to be hanging out with your friends. And we've got homeless. Maybe you're going to be helping out people that are homeless. You're going to be donating. And we've got third wheel. An enemy, distrust, and flirt. Maybe somebody is behind your back seeing someone else and you have no idea that that's going on. Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and read. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? And it's number 4. Again, security, stable, being stable. The moon, duality, hidden gem, light and darkness, secret power, 444. You've been seeing the number 444 perhaps. Affirmation spell. I'm discovering magic treasure. I'm discovering magic treasure hidden within me. There's something about yourself or your life that you have been judging harshly. A characteristic, a perceived flaw, personality type, or secret interest that has become an insecurity. Perhaps something that makes you different, something you believe to be a negative in your life. Maybe this thing has caused others to have a negative opinion of you. This has caused you to want to hide or dismiss it. The universe is asking you to reconsider and question this narrative. This is a gem that needs your recognition to shine. Will you polish it? Will you polish it, letting it unleash its powers? It has so much to offer and teach you. This weakness you have could actually be your strength. This weakness you have could actually be your strength. What if it can lead you to a huge awakening? What if this trait that seemingly hinders you actually helps you in much more profound ways? What if you could learn to embrace, accept, and love it instead? Only then can you be fully realized and empowered by it. Often our gifts may be disguised as trash. We may see our blessings as curses, even though they have so much magic to give to us and others. There is a duality to everything. The manifestation enhancer. Connect and meditate with the moon about what your secret treasure is. The moon is a friend for the lonely and misunderstood parts of ourselves. Practice accepting the quirky parts of you that you resist. When you do, they just may lead you to interesting places, lead you to create unique and fascinating things, lead you to feel more whole than you've ever felt. Almost nothing is more valuable than this. This is worth much more than the opinion of others. Wow. I thought that was beautiful. I liked this one too. I want to read it to you guys. And so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. The past, releasing, rebirth, and spring. If you guys want me to read this on my next reading, put it in the comments and I will. I might just do it anyways. It's really pretty what it says about that card. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys so much. Those of you guys who take your time to listen to my videos, I really appreciate it. I know I don't have very many views because I stopped doing videos for a while. I was not in the right, it wasn't time. I just didn't feel ready, prepared to do readings, but I do now. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really happy for you. We saw the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you got really, really good cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I'll see y'all on my next reading. Take care and God bless y'all. And I hope that God helps y'all to reach any goals and any new opportunities that come your way in a very successful and beautiful, what's another word that I could use? Prosperous way, I hope you get what you desire, what you've been searching for and working on to build and accomplish. Thank you guys. I'll see you on my next reading. Bye-bye.